Hi, I'm Victoria. I'm a licensed esthetician and laser technician. We own our own practice here in Gilbert, Arizona called Skin by You. But today I am so excited to introduce you to my new podcast. It's called Your Besthetician Podcast. I am here today with my business partner and husband. His name is Chris. So do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're super excited to be doing this. It's been a long time coming. My name is Chris. I've been helping Victoria with kind of everything for the past few years, from Instagram marketing until where we're at now. We started our own practice, which is pretty new. So yeah, we want to go over a lot of things in this podcast. We want to go over treatments. I have a lot of questions with Victoria about treatments. We want to talk about social media. We want to talk about marketing. And then, I think opening up our own business, I think would be a really fun thing to talk about and teach about the hills we've climbed over and the struggles and the hurdles that we're still going through and the ones that we've already gotten over. But I want to start off today. We'll make this one short, but let's talk a little bit about starting your own business and a quick story, maybe how it came about, where we are and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been an esthetician for 6 years. We actually, switched roles for a little bit where I stayed at home with our son, and I got to a point in my 6-year career where I was like, I want to go back to work full time. So we kind of just flipped roles and reversed everything, and that's when I really got to discover my passion, which is medical aesthetics. And when we moved to Florida, it was really where I got to discover just so many different treatment-based services that I fell in love with. And just obviously being an esthetician, we love creating relationships and transforming people's skin. So, we were in Florida for the past 2 years. And then when we decided to move closer to family, which our family's in California, we decided to, I worked for a med spa when I first came out here. And then I really just wanted to bring something to life of something that, we believed in and something that I felt like was missing in the industry. So we were just so excited to bring something different to life. And of course, I think not every esthetician, but I feel like as your own person, you want to express the things that you believe in and the things that you enjoy and put it into reality. So, coming all the way from Florida to here was definitely a big transition for us. We definitely missed Florida, but it was a little too far away from family. But we always had a dream to open up our own space, but it was never the right time.
We thought it was never the right time, right? I think we made a lot of excuses that it wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
Because even now, we're almost 4 months in now, and we still said, well, this isn't the right time.
Yeah, and I think that's where it's a lot of fear-based, and, financials can obviously play a huge factor into it as well. But when you decide to just, you're never going to do it unless you make up your mind and just go for it. And I think that's where we finally were. We're like, let's take that risk. And what's the worst that can happen is if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But, we tried, and we,
so far we're alive.
Yeah. So far we're still alive.
Yeah, I think just jumping on that a little bit. A lot of the excuses that we make for ourselves, getting out here in Arizona, we didn't know anybody and we didn't have any previous clientele. So opening up the doors, one of the first excuses was, well, we got to get people in the doors.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know anybody. We didn't have the referral. We didn't have the family and friends who you could start with your cousins and your moms, and they can tell their friends, which was, we'll dive into that a little bit later. It's another fun topic that we'd love to bring up, a few months in, and doing what we've done so far and bringing the amount of clients that we have. We'd love to share that information for other estheticians to be able to do it themselves.
Absolutely. And I think that's just our goal, is just, we wish that there were certain things out there that people talked about more, or, because you open a business. I mean, at least I see all these estheticians open their own business, and it's like, it was the best decision I've ever made. And, they always talk about, the highs and how blessed and grateful they are. And that's amazing. But there is a lot of nitty gritty to it. There's a lot of emotional, aspect, obviously financial aspect of it, where, you're, at least for us, we dump everything back into the business. So it's not like we're living this grand life, having our own spa. So it's just going to be fun to bring some, realistic expectations and answer any questions that you guys may have.
Yeah, I think I love the idea of the realistic expectations of what's going into it and how we've gotten over some of those lows and help hopefully the next, business owner, the next person, hopefully maybe swerve around some of the mistakes that we've made early on and maybe still might be making.
Yeah, right? No. And just, I think that people ask so many questions and there's not enough answers out there. So it'll be nice, for even if you guys have any specific questions for us to have topics about, obviously like more popular questions that more people are asking and just diving deeper into it and it just being a safe space for everyone. I think that every esthetician, longs to have a community. So we just hope to be that for everyone and spread as much knowledge as we can because we talk to a lot of people and I feel like there's so much knowledge that we've never even shared because I'm so focused on just my educational aspect of like teaching skin and just there's a whole nother world besides just skin. Obviously there's marketing, which is what you thrive in, and there's a whole nother world of the side of being an esthetician and then also the business side of things as well. For sure.
Yeah. So with all that being said, we will go ahead and wrap this first episode up. It's a kind of a little intro as we kind of get comfortable in this new space. We're still figuring a lot out. It's a very simple setup right now. Hopefully build on it in the future. But for now, if you made it this far in the episode, if you have any questions or there's anything you want to know as an esthetician, as a business owner, or even as a client, because I would like to talk a lot about treatments as well and dive certain episodes maybe just into microneedling or hydrofacials. But if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below so we can jump on that with the next video. But if not, this is going to be a fun ride. We're super excited to be finally doing this. Follow Victoria on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe. Excited. We're haven't really talked about a scheduled timeline of how often we'll drop. We'll see as we go if it's going to be twice. I'd like to do maybe twice a week, but I don't want to shoot for the stars here.
We're definitely going to talk about work balance, family life, all that, because I think that's one of the most common questions I get is how do you balance it all?
Because we do have a 6-year-old.
I'm putting a smile on my
I think
face.
That's a fun one too. How we balance with our 6-year-old, how we balance a healthy marriage, a business, and a social media business. Right, there's a lot going on here.
A lot.
But well, thank you for everyone who's tuned in so far, and we're super excited to get this going.
Thank you. So excited.